Welcome to Topeka Civic Theater's 2021 Bravo fundraising event. I'm Vicki Brocky, TCT's President and CEO. Thank you for sharing the next few minutes with us. We have fun entertainment and meaningful presentations planned for you.
And I'm Grace Morrison, Chair of the Bravo Committee, Bravo Society member, and a member of TCT's Board of Directors. Last summer, the board made the very difficult decision to temporarily suspend operations and to furlough staff. It was one of the hardest decisions I have ever had to make on any board, but it was the right decision so the theater could reopen now.
After nearly 11 months without performances at Topeka Civic Theater and Helen Hawker Theater, we are so excited to once again be opening our doors and welcoming you back. Your contributions while we were temporarily closed have ensured that we would be financially able to open the doors again and bring the finest live theater back to our community. Many theaters around the country were not so fortunate and may never be able to reopen. It was rewarding and so encouraging to continue to receive donations towards pledges and special one-time gifts. I received notes from many of you expressing how much you missed the theater experience and you were anxious for the day you could safely return. My hope for all of us is that as we return to normal, it includes a strong and lasting appreciation for what we missed so much. TCT did weather the COVID storm, as one donor said, but it came at a cost. We had to use up our cash reserves, and we need to rebuild those reserves so we can make it through the peaks and valleys of the year and avoid having to draw on a line of credit and pay interest on a loan. Also, there are several pieces of equipment that did not survive nearly a year of setting idle, so we're now experiencing maintenance and replacement expenses. And we also know that some of our patrons are just not quite ready to return to the theater, and we understand that. We just don't know how long it will be until we return to ticket sales that were pre-pandemic levels. What we know for certain, though, is Topeka Civic Theater has been an important part of the exceptional quality of life we have here in Topeka. With your continued support, this community theater will continue to be here for all of us, and equally important for the next generation that will follow us. In just a few minutes, we'll enjoy the talents of that next generation that you are investing in with your donation to Topeka Civic Theater. Thank you so much for that.
Throughout our program, volunteers will share with you what the theater means to them, and our talented Academy kids will provide our first entertainment from the show Dr. Dolittle.
What I missed about TCT is its open and accepting environment. Everyone here is so kind and hardworking, so that makes everything that we do here super good. And I'm just excited to get back to it and keep doing great things.
First, we're extremely fortunate to have this level of community theater in Topeka. All the productions have always been awesome, and maybe there were times I took some of that for granted. So for when it was closed, there's just a camaraderie that you experience once you walk in here. And for production, everyone is watching the same thing. They're ingrained in this fantastic art with community volunteers. And I think for me, it made me realize what wonderful volunteers we have, whether they are in productions, helping in a variety of other ways. Also for me, it has been, through the years for Topeka Civic Theater, a way to engage my grandkids as they become of a certain age, whether it be in the main theater, Helen Hawker, or the small theater, to expose them to the art of theater. And you just ingrain yourself in it. For me, it was a mindfulness of, I forget about everything else, and I'm ingrained in the production and watching these wonderful people produce something to make us feel good.
There is no way to properly express how much this place changed my life, from all the relationships and all the opportunities it's given me. It's just this big culture shock. You do one show here, and all of a sudden, everyone knows who you are. Everyone's your family, everyone's your friend. You're going to cookouts, barbecues, like Vin Diesel's there. It's like, it's all about family, When Laugh Lines came back, I was driving here, and I was just thinking about being in rehearsal. I just started smiling, just on my way to rehearsal. I just couldn't stop myself from grinning. And then when we finally came back, When Laugh Lines ran across that stage, the audience gave us this tremendous rock star applause, and it took us all off our feet. We could not believe it. So it's just this feeling of belonging and home and magic that you get no place else but this place. And I mean that for any community theater, any stage I've ever been on. There's never been one quite like this that makes me feel like I'm home. This year, this is my home.
My friend the doctor says the stars are made of lemon drops, the bigger ones are lollipops and ice.
Maybe what the doctor tells us isn't altogether true, but we love every tale he tells us. We don't know any better ones. Do you? Every cast starts to blue when they see Doolittle. Even the few who used to boo little. For all lovers, at least agree, he has a profound philosophy. So no, we've never seen anything like it. Never seen anything like it. We've never seen anything like it in all
Good job.
Hi, my name is Tilly McElvain, and I've been doing theater ever since I was in preschool. I've always loved it, but this year I appreciate it more than ever. Last year I followed the rules and hunkered down in my house. I did virtual, then hybrid, and finally in-person school and all in 1 year. School can be busy every day, but there's always one thing I miss the most. That was theater. That's where I can go and be myself. That's where I can be with my friends that totally get me. Like, where else can I play theme music whenever I walk into a room and no one thinks anything of it? I love theater, and it's really the place to be. If you think I love it, then you should hear from my biggest fan. Here's my mom.
Hello, I'm Sarah, and I am Tilly's biggest fan. I love watching her and her friends in the Academy shows, theater classes, and camps every year. Theater has always been something my daughter Tilly has loved. We tried all kinds of different sports and activities, and none of them seemed to stick. The activity she looked forward to the most every year was theater camp, after she did a camp when she was in preschool and played Fly Number 2. So we decided to let her do a little more each year. First, we started with the wonderful summer camps at TCT and Helen Hawker. Then we started adding the after-school classes during the school year. Eventually, she started trying out for the Academy shows. She learned so much by auditioning for these shows, and I will never forget the excitement when she got her first part in a real show. She's been in quite a few now and has loved every minute of her time here at Topeka Civic Theater. I expected Tilly to love the shows and other kids and directors, but what I didn't expect was how important theater would become to me also. I have found so much joy in volunteering here in a variety of ways. I even got a real name tag with my name on it last year for when I'm helping with tickets. I never expected to have so much fun volunteering. It has become a huge part of both of our lives over the years. So last year, when everyone started staying home, we thought, we can handle this, it's only one season. It will go really fast. Well, we were wrong. As it turns out, we found out that TCT is so much more than just an extracurricular activity. It's where my daughter has found so many true friends and has gained so much confidence and is filled with pure joy when she's on stage. And it's where I have found friends through all the fellow parents and TCT employees that I volunteer with every show and camp. Eventually, we couldn't take it anymore and started doing Zooms with the theater kids and lots of FaceTiming and virtual parties. Every time one of these events happened, there was one common theme. All the kids would talk about how much they need the theater in their lives. They missed it so much that they even volunteered to go pull weeds at TCT this spring. I have never seen a bunch of kids so happy to do hard work. When they finished up that day, they were allowed to go into the theater and stand on the stage for just a few minutes. They were so happy to be there to soak it all in again. Once they tidied up a bit, Tilly decided to invite some friends to paint rocks and decorate the landscaping for her birthday. Instead of presents, they all brought supplies to donate to summer camp. They were thrilled to be connected to the theater once again. This summer, we are so pleased to be involved with the volunteers, performers, staff, and audiences again, with all of the great shows and camps that are really happening. Over the past year, we have all learned that the theater and the arts truly are essential.
Good job, Mom. Thank you all so much for supporting Topeka Civic Theater.
I
I am grateful for TCT because of the wonderful people I have had the opportunity to meet. They have helped me grow into the person I am today, and I cannot thank this theater enough for the kindness that it has expressed towards its volunteers.
I think it was important to know that it was something that we missed. We already knew that we appreciated it, and as a family, we spent a lot of leisure time here, and having us have the opportunity to really think about what that means for us was important.
I'm anxious to be back on stage and performance with the community. I love this theater. It's my home away from home. And one thing that I'm really happy I get to do now is I get to share this theater, our home, with my oldest daughter, Layla. So she's 9. You'll see her in the Music Man. And I'm super proud about her and just fortunate, lucky that we have a place like Topeka Civic Theater to share our love and share our joy. I know the pandemic has been hard on everybody for a variety of reasons, and missing out on the arts seems like one of the upper crust things about it, but it really is just foundational to our society, to our community, and really to my daily life. So I missed having that outlet, that creative outlet to share with friends, to build something together that can make a real moment in people's lives. So that's something that I didn't realize how much I missed until I spent over a year without it. So that's one thing that I'm glad to have back.
The theater community is a special family. This past year, they helped me through the biggest battle of my life. In June of 2019, I was diagnosed with breast cancer. Cancer sucks. Cancer during COVID sucked even more. As I faced multiple surgeries, chemo, radiation, and everything that entailed, my theater family helped me through. These amazing friends called, texted, left surprises on my porch, virtually toasted with me, and made sure we never worried about food. Today I'm cancer-free, and I share that victory with all of them. I'm so very honored to be a part of this theater community.
Thank you to all the volunteers for sharing their stories.
Before our next performance, I have the privilege of asking for your financial support, which is truly more important now than ever before. If you're a first-time donor to Topeka Civic Theater, thank you. There are multiple ways to support TCT. One-time gifts in any amount are always welcome, and they truly make a difference. There are a few important things for you to know. Multi-year donations help us know how to plan our budget, our programs, services, and productions. They also help ensure that we not only make it through these very challenging times, but also that we will be here for our children and grandchildren. We call this event Bravo for several reasons. One is to help promote what we call Bravo membership. This is a group of donors who commit to 5-year pledges. There are 2 levels of Bravo membership. You can be a Bravo Society member with a 5-year pledge of $1,000 or more per year. Or you can be a Bravo multi-year donor with a 5-year pledge of $100 or more per year. If you're already a Bravo member, we cannot thank you enough. Your 5-year pledges allow the theater to plan for the future. My husband Mike and I want to maintain our pledge, so we are adding a year to our commitment. We hope you'll join us by extending your pledge so you too will have a 5-year commitment. Now, some of you may already have your donation form, but if not, you can download it now by clicking on the link by the video, which will then take you to the TCT website. You can also donate directly through the website. And if you return your donation form or donate online by September 1, you will be entered to win a $20 gift certificate to TCT. Gift certificates can be used to purchase tickets or food and beverage like our famous carrot cake or our signature cocktail while enjoying a show. So please join me in supporting Topeka Civic Theater. Your support is critical to the long-term success of TCT.
Thank you, Grace. Roger and I are happy to join you and Mike by adding a year to our Bravo pledge as well. That will keep us at 5 years. We appreciate all of our donors and say a special bravo to our Bravo donors. Thanks to each and every one of you for joining us. It is now my pleasure to welcome the very talented cast and orchestra of The Music Man, currently performing on our main stage. Tickets are still available if you don't have yours yet.
Now a woman who'll kiss on the very first date is usually a hussy, and a woman who'll kiss on the second time out is anything but fussy. But a woman who'll wait till the third time around, head in the clouds, feet on the ground, she's the girl he's glad he's found. She's his shapoopy, 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 the girl who's hard to catch. Shapoopy, 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 but you can win her yet. We can be cold as a falling thermometers in December if you ask about our weather in July. And we're so fine on starboard we could stand touching noses for a week at a time and never see eye to eye. But what the heck? You're welcome. Join us at the picnic. You can have your fill of all the food you bring yourself. You really ought to give Iowa a try, provided you are contrary.
Words like swell. Aha! And so's your old man. Well, if so, my friends, you got trouble. Right here in River City. We got that little T that rhymes with the P that stands for pool.
That stands for pool.
Surely got trouble.
We surely got trouble.
River City.
Right here.
Remember the Maine, Plymouth Rock, and the Golden Rule.
Our children's gonna have trouble.
Home again rose to get the sun back in the fan. Dreams are home again rose about a thousand kisses time with you. Oh yes, I can hear the chapel bell chime. The way we scare you, but only in suggestion. I'll pop the question.
Please support Topeka Civic Theater by donating online or downloading the donation form by clicking on the link by the video or on our website. Remember to turn in your form or donate online by September 1 to be entered to win a $20 gift certificate to TCT. And thank you again.